So we have a formula 2 to the power of n. So 2 to the power of n means 2 to the power of 7. So what is 2 to the power of n? Sorry, 2 to the power of 7? 128 IPs we will get. Okay. So where did the IPs numbering starts from? So if I have, let us consider I have an instance I1. So in this way I have some machines, I2 machine, I3 machine, I4 machine and I5 machine. So I must give some IP addressing for it. So it starts from the IP addressing where 10.0.0.0. Okay. And for all the machines. So it starts from 0, like 2, 1, 23. So still how many IPs? I will get 128. So the last range is 128. Okay. So all the machines which are having in this particular network can be assigned with any IP. But within this network, that particular machine will be assigned with only this range of IPs. Okay. And next, I am considering another network, VPC 3. And this network 3 is having a CADR notation of 10.0.0.0 by just I am assigning 22. Okay. Remember one thing, whenever this value is increasing, the number of IPs will get decreased, and whenever this number is decreasing, the number of IPs will get increased. Okay. And now, so we have a formula 32-bit minus 22. So we will get how many? 10. So 2 to the power of 10, how much? 1024. So we are having 1024 IPs get reserved for this network. Okay. So the IP addressing starts from 10.0.0.0 and it ends from 10.0.0.1024, right? Is it right what I have given here? I told 1024 IPs are reserved for my network. So I am assigning here 10.0.0.0, 10.0.0.0 to 1024. I have given in this way. Is it correct? Definitely it's wrong. Why? Because I told you each part is starting with only 0 and each part is ending with a value of 255. Okay. So it's crossing the limit of 255, right? So it is wrong. We have to assign here 255. And the next we have to, this series is completed. This series is completed from 0 to 255. So how many IPs from here to, in this step 1, just you consider this as step 1. So in step 1, how many IPs get reserved? 256 IPs get reserved. So that you are having only 1024 IPs. Among 1024 IPs, 256 IPs are reserved. So how many IPs still you have to assign? Yeah, if you don't know, just calculate. Just take simple calculator. If you don't know anything, Google will give you all the answers. So don't bother about all this. You just go here and just here I am calculating. We are having how many IPs? So 1024 IPs I had. So among those 256 IPs I have reserved. So still 768 IPs, right? So 768 IPs I have to get reserved for this. So it starts from 10.0.0.0. Okay, this series has completed from 0 to 255 and it goes to the next step. So 10.0.0 has completed. So it starts from 1. So 1.0. And again this series also completed. Okay, still first step it has done, and from the second step it starts from the series of 1. So 1.0 to 1.255. So here also 256 IPs got reserved, and now the next series starts from 2.0 to 255 IPs. So in this next step also 255 IPs got reserved. So in these two steps, okay, 512 IPs got reserved. So we have a 1024 IPs to get reserved for this network 3. So among 1024 IPs I have reserved 512 IPs. So how many IPs still I have to be assigned? 512 IPs. So the next series starts from 10.0.2.0 and it ends with 10.0.2.255. So by these three steps, how many IPs got reserved for the network 3? 768 IPs got reserved. So still how many IPs I need to assign? 256 IPs. In the third step, it starts with 10.0.3.0 series and it ends with 10.0.3.255. So completely I have assigned the 1024 IPs. Okay, and I told you that the part which is changing, that part is called as host addressing, and the part which is being constant in the IPv4 address, that part is called network address. So in these 4 steps, which part is being constant? Only 10.0. 10.0 is being constant in comparing to all the steps. So 10.0 is the networking address, and the changing part, this part is called as host address. Okay, it's clear till here. And in previous session I told you about how to create a VPC. So in that VPC class also, many of the people may have some doubts on CIDR notation. Okay, so before creating that VPC, you just have a glance on this video. So in VPC, how to create VPC also, I will share my link in description. So please watch it. And also I am giving the description of that particular VPC link here. So if you wants to learn VPC also, you can see by using that link. Okay. Still, if you have any doubts, please comment and don't hesitate to ask me. If you like my video, please like, share and comment. And one thing, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.